Good evening. I'm Eric Henning, your host for Strange Stories from the Bible. For thousands of years, the wealthy and powerful have been able to enjoy what the masses enjoy today. Flush toilets, air conditioning, saunas, even iPods. Personal music players with thousands of songs available on demand were actually around 3,000 years ago. They just weren't made of plastic, sand, and metal. The first iPods were people, world-class musicians who were on call 24/7, 365 for the wealthy and powerful to play what they wanted to hear, when they wanted to hear it, for as long as they cared to listen. Has your iPod ever failed you? My last one did. $200 paperweight now, piece of plastic. Anyway, as we'll see in a minute, life could get pretty dangerous for a human iPod who failed to please his master. The instrument of choice for these human iPods was this. It's called a lyre. You can see it right there in the drawing. It was a small harp, 10th century BC equivalent of the acoustic 6-string guitar. Light and portable, but with a good sound and good to sing with. That angel is playing a lyre. By the way, according to the Bible, angels don't look like that, heaven doesn't look like that, and no one there will be doing that anyway. Back to tonight's story. For more than 600 years, God was Israel's only king, until the country decided they wanted to have a human king like everybody else. Peer pressure. So God chose Saul, the tallest guy in the room, apparently as a joke. It's like, okay, you, power forward, you're the new king. Well, so Saul was king for a while, that worked out okay, and then he disobeyed God. God rejected him as king and chose this guitar-playing, sheep-herding teenager, David, to replace him. David got anointed king in a secret ceremony. Meanwhile, Saul is still occupying the throne. So as our story starts, this secret ceremony has just happened when David is summoned to see Saul and to be his living iPod. So there's that, oh crap, what if he finds out moment. David is a phenomenal musician, the guitar hero champ of his day. So now enjoy tonight's strange story from the Bible. Now the Spirit of the Lord had departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord tormented him. Saul's attendant said to him, "See, an evil spirit from God is tormenting you. Let our Lord command his servants here to search for someone who can play the lyre. He will play when the evil spirit from God comes on you, and you will feel better." So Saul said to his attendants, "Find someone who plays well and bring him to me." One of the servants answered, "I have seen a son of Jesse of Bethlehem who knows how to play the lyre. He is a brave man and a warrior. He speaks well and is a fine-looking man, and the Lord is with him." Then Saul sent messengers to Jesse and said, "Send me your son David, who is with the sheep." So Jesse took a donkey, loaded it with bread, a skin of wine, and a small goat, and sent them with his son David to Saul. David came to Saul and entered his service. Saul liked him very much, and David became one of his armor bearers. Then Saul sent word to Jesse, saying, "Allow David to remain in my service, for I am pleased with him." Whenever the Spirit from God came on Saul, David would take up his lyre and play. Then relief would come to Saul, he would feel better, and the evil spirit would depart. One day an evil spirit from God came forcefully on Saul. He was prophesying in his house while David was playing the lyre, as he usually did. Saul had a spear in his hand, and he hurled it, saying to himself, "I will pin David to the wall." But David eluded him twice. Saul was afraid of David, because the Lord was with David and had departed from Saul. So he sent David away from him and gave him command over 1,000 men, and David led troops in battle. In everything he did, he had great success, because the Lord was with him. Well, I hope you've been disturbed by tonight's story. Join me again for Strange Stories from the Bible. I'm Eric Henning.